Hi, I'm Erin, and this is Our Wyoming Life.
It's almost time to sow the seeds and transplant the lettuce into the high tunnel. In order for the highest chance of success in gardening, the soil must be prepared. Today, Erin walks you through the last step before the cold weather planting happens next week.
Okay, so today we are out in the high tunnel and I want to water the dirt that I have marked off for my cold weather crops. Should be a pretty simple thing to do, right? Well, to a certain extent it is, but it's winter and it's Wyoming and it's cold and I don't have any water in the tunnel. The hydrants that we use for summer watering aren't going to work because the irrigation line hasn't been buried. Mike is always my solution maker in these situations. I always tell people he's in charge of garden hardware. Today's solution that he came up with is a 125-gallon water tank on a pallet. The Bobcat makes moving it around a pretty simple process. Okay, so we have water in the tunnel. One problem solved. Now I'm going to move the plastic that is warming the soil out of the way, and Mike is here to give me a hand. Now we need to get the water out of the tank. A 1/2 horsepower submersible pump and a garden hose, and I'm in business. Alright, now we're finally able to water. I'll make a few passes over this area in order to get the soil damp enough to hold the seeds. I actually debated for quite some time if I would water the soil before planting. I did some research and I just couldn't come up with an answer. In the summer, this area where we're planting is a walkway. No irrigation ever gets on it. Without irrigation, a high tunnel or greenhouse might as well be the Sahara Desert. It's hot and it's dry. It's only 40 degrees outside today, but inside the tunnel, it's 100. My sandy loam soil is dusty and powdery right now, not a drop of moisture in it. I was worried that when I go to plant my radish and spinach seeds, they would just float away and I wouldn't be able to get the seed coat wet enough to germinate. So the main reason, though, that I was hesitant to water was actually that water can bring down your soil temperature. That's counterproductive to what I've been trying to do for the last few weeks. I need the soil temperature to be 45 to 50 degrees for germination of the radishes and spinach and for the Salanova lettuce transplants to transplant successfully. So I had a bunch of back and forth and internal struggle, and I finally decided to go with my garden gut instinct and water. I just can't seem to make myself plant a lettuce seedling or sow a seed in dirt that is bone dry. It just seemed wrong. I end up putting most of the water in our portable tank on the row, probably about 100 gallons or so. Mike will take it back to the shop and we'll fill it up again. We will fill it up right away, even though I won't need it for a while, but the groundwater is cold this time of year and the shop is heated. When I do plant, I will sprinkle everything with a little bit of water, and I don't want the water to be cold. Alright, so the last thing that we do today is put the plastic back on and close everything up. We've got some chilly weather and some snow coming up in the forecast, which is delaying my planting by a few days. I'll wait till we have some sunny skies again and the dirt comes back up to temperature, and then we will plant. I always have a timeline and dates in mind for when I plant, but Mother Nature always wins, so it's important to stay flexible in gardening. And patience now could just lead to crop failure in the future, and that's definitely what I want to avoid. As always, thanks for watching. I realize that watering the dirt isn't the most exciting of topics, but as anything in life, the foundation is often the most important part. Please subscribe to our channel and like us on Facebook. We post exclusive content to Facebook that you can't find anywhere else, so don't miss out. Thanks for joining us in Our Wyoming Life.